Well, on today's training, we are going to be talking about setting up support desks and affiliate pages, meaning pages that allow you to recruit affiliates to promote your very own products. For starters, I'm going to talk a little bit about support desks, then we'll touch on affiliate landing pages, and then we're actually going to go off the PowerPoint here and show you step by step how to set each of these things up for your business. Now, a support desk, many of you have probably come in contact with one either as a customer, or basically you've dealt with customer issues in the past, and so we're going to discuss how you can use a support desk to increase your productivity, make your customers happier, and make your life a whole lot easier as far as answering support tickets and things of that nature. So basically, what you want to do when you have a support desk is basically it loads up all your support tickets just as you see on your screen here. It's very simple, for you to manage, delete ones that you've covered, or just see which ones you need to take care of first. So, just some things to go off of when you're going through your help desk. You want to plan it out. Answering all your email support each day, it can leave you exhausted depending on how big your product launch is, and maybe not enough time, to really grow your business. And so, by the time you realize that you need a help desk, most likely you're overwhelmed with work. Your thoughts are, turned to finding ways to organize your workload. And so, having a support desk, it enables you to organize that workload. And I'll show you how to set that up again here in just a moment. So the best way to eliminate confusion and deliver immediate response to your customers is with a well-managed support desk. So honestly, nobody likes support issues. Customers really dislike it as much as you maybe will dislike answering it or answering it if you already are doing that right now. So support desk benefits, they basically end confusion, and customer support can skyrocket your customer loyalty and satisfaction by building relationship with your buyers. Customers who receive timely professional support are more likely to become your customers for life. Plus, it will increase the percentage of repeat customers, and satisfied customers will trust you to deliver on your promises and buy from you again and again. So you can convert more prospects to customers and turn more one-time sales into lifetime customers. And that's just, a benefit that can come from using a support desk. Plus, it gives you a much more professional appearance because it's very, very simple, for people to log in there. A lot of big companies use support desk, and so it really gives you a larger corporate feel, even if you're just an individual, which is very important in the customer's mind. So keep your money safe. If you're not using a customer support desk, potential customer refund requests and complaints are heading, straight for it. Your email inbox or spam folder directly to your payment processing system. And so if enough complaints, refunds, or failed attempts to contact you, rise, your account and the money in there could be in serious danger. And so it helps to have a support desk to keep your money safe. Now, some basic skill sets required to handle customer support, and we're going to touch on these before I show you how to set up the support desk. And I know this isn't, a super attractive topic, for internet marketing, but as I'm outlaying here, the benefits of it are actually just as good as, especially if you worked hard to get traffic, you've worked hard to set up a sales page, you've worked hard to do everything it takes to get a customer and get money. A support desk helps you keep more of that money and make more long-term money. And you can also do a support email, but what you'll find is sometimes support emails can get caught up in spam folders and junk folders. They get lost, they get misplaced. Customers, miss it. You can't tell if you responded or when you responded, and so it just creates a big hassle. So a skill set for general customer support, general communication, customer service oriented, meaning you're worrying about the customer's needs before your own. General intelligence, of the product. And I'll tell you, most of the problems that you're going to handle in your support desk before you get all, freak out and say, oh, I can't handle all these technical things. Most of the questions you get are, where's my download link? Why didn't I get it? How come, I can't get this link to work. This file doesn't seem to be opening. Can you help me with it? So a lot of it's very basic. Some of it might be, hey, I'm having a hard time paying. Do you have another payment option? You're typically, you'll get some support for your product, but most of the time it ends up being generally around, the basics of download pages, things that are really simple for you to just copy and paste a link and send it to them. So don't go into it thinking I can't launch a business because I can't handle all these technical issues. Have a good temperament about it. Be willing to solve problems. Be patient and persistent so you can knock it all out, in an hour, half hour, however, many tickets you have. And technical skills, or access to tech skills, which going through training such as this can really help you in order to assist your customers. You can set up multiple help channels. Support desk is the most common one used. You could offer phone support if you want to. That is one way to stand out in the internet marketing community. But quite often the support desk is the easiest. You've got an email. You could have a dedicated email address. But even then you might run into issues with it getting caught in junk folders and whatnot. Voice over IP, so like an internet voice line like Skype or something like that. You could do chat or video chat, like Gmail offers that. You could chat with your customers that way. Just because keeping that customer loyalty there is going to increase your business. Now, I know this is a tech course, but we do want to give you some groundwork and a foundation that you can learn from. So then your customers can chat with you whenever you're signed into Google Talk, and it might make your life and their life easier. And so it makes it very, very simple. So here's a process, the three-step basic process for setting up your support desk called OS Ticket, which is actually a free open source support desk software, much like WordPress, is free to install and use. Very similar to many of the other tools we use, like OpenOffice, if you're using that, like Composer, as I'll talk about in a moment, FileZilla, all those tools are very, very important. So you've got here Fantastico Deluxe, which is going to be found under Software and Services in your cPanel or Control Panel, as it's called. And if you're hosting with HostGator or Bluehost, it actually enables you to have this opportunity. HostGator, Bluehost, IX Web Hosting, some of the biggest web hosting companies out there offer Fantastico. If you are hosting with GoDaddy, you're going to have to go through a different process, but if you are hosting with anybody that offers a cPanel, a regular control panel, which most of the hosting companies out there, they will offer some sort of a cPanel, as it's called, and it will have Fantastico Deluxe installed, which is with the blue smiley face right here. You're going to click on that as a first step, very, very simple. The next step, you're just going to go to the left hand side and go ahead and choose OS Ticket on the left side there. And then you're going to choose for step 3 just new installation, and I'll show you how to do this live on the screen here in just a moment. Again, now it is a 5-step process. Step 4, you just fill in required information, which is just your administrator username, which typically could be like admin, and your chosen password. Fill in that information, fill in where you want it to install, and you're all set up and ready to go. Once you click on finish installation, it's going to actually send you right on through, and it will give you access to your login details and everything that you need in order to finish the installation process. So it's a very simple process to set up your support desk. Now we're going to touch on the next important topic. I'm going to just give you guys some background on this, and then we're going to go in there and actually show you how to go in here more and set up your affiliate pages as well. So we're going to set up the support desk followed by setting up your affiliate pages. So what we're going to do now is go ahead here and creating affiliate pages basically allows you to create a simple sign up page that you will send to your joint venture partners. When they sign up, you can send them follow-up emails, keep them in the loop about your product launch, and this page should also include product details and details about a joint venture contest if you have one going on. So this is a page where you want to talk about your product launch, talk about what's in it for the joint venture partner, tell them why they should be promoting for you, and it's just really important for them to understand that, hey, if they want to sign up to get the bonuses or whatever it is, then they need to sign up right here. So that's how you create affiliate pages that are very simple to work with. You want to make an affiliate tools page, and affiliate tools will typically have articles and pre-written blog posts. It will have videos and audios, press releases that they could use to submit, brandable giveaway reports, banners, promotional emails. It will have everything they need, the whole 9 yards, to make this happen, to be able to promote your product effectively. And you want to give your joint venture partners as much information as possible to make this happen. The two most important things you need are the very least an affiliate link, so it's very easy for them to copy and paste what their affiliate link is. And it doesn't have to even be a link that already has, their affiliate code in it. And we're going to show you how to set up a real basic page so that they know just how to insert, their particular affiliate link. And then you'll have promotional email. So promotional email meaning something that they can take and send out straight to their customers, straight through to their autoresponders. So that is, the keys to an affiliate tools page. You want to make it as easy as possible for your JV partners to promote for you. Be open to offering any other tools that maybe your JV partners suggest. But again, the basics are promotional emails, and then another one that's very important is obviously the affiliate link that they can quickly grab. Think outside the box and be creative, and you will have happy joint venture partners. Resources needed is just going to be an HTML editor, which is Composer. Composer.net is where you can access Composer, and Composer spelled with a K. We've touched on that previously, but that is a free open source HTML software. So the cool thing is most of these tools you can use to enhance your online business are mostly free tools that you don't need to invest lots of money and time in. FileZilla is another great one that you need. That actually allows you to get the joint venture page that you've created up onto your web hosting account so that your potential joint venture partners can access it and contact you and actually sign up for your launch. So now we're just going to go ahead and get started creating your support desk and affiliate pages. So the first thing we want to do here to get started creating our support desk, which is what we're going to start out with, is you need to log into your control panel of your web hosting company. Now if you happen to be hosting with Bluehost, you would just go right on over to bluehost.com, and at the very top it's going to say control panel login. And I mentioned Bluehost because they're hosting literally millions of domains and they have lots of people. So there's a lot of you out there that more than likely will have Bluehost. If you are hosting with HostGator, which also hosts millions of domains, a lot of people have them, you're simply going to put in yourdomain.com /cpanel. So it's just simply yourdomain.com /cpanel. So that's what we're going to do here, is just go right on over here to yourdomain.com /cpanel. So that's what we're going to type in here. So we'll just pretend like this was your domain, and you're just going to type in cpanel, and it's going to ask you for a username and password. So you can just plug that information in and go ahead and click on OK. Now if you are struggling to find this information, you can call up your web hosting company, and if you're hosting with anybody, HostGator, Bluehost, IX Web Hosting, any of the major hosting companies, they will offer you 24/7 support by phone. So it's really easy to call them up and say, hey, I've got an account with you, this is my domain name, and then they'll say, hey, I'm having a hard time getting my password or whatever, and they might send it to you in an email. Now, one thing you can also do is, go ahead and with your cPanel is it's very simple. You're just going to scroll down here and click on Fantastico Deluxe inside your cPanel. And one more thing, if you are having a hard time getting your username and password, typically it comes to you right after you've set up your account with any of the major providers. So check your email records. If you can't find it there, call them up and they'll probably email it to you or help you reset it or whatever. But understand that it's very easy to get that password, and you're going to need it to do most of the stuff, as far as technical goes. So once you're logged in here, we're logged into our hosting account. You're going to scroll all the way down to software and services, and yours might be set up differently depending on where you position these little boxes. It lets you move the boxes around here, but in most cases it's going to be down near the bottom. So you're going to click on software services and choose Fantastico Deluxe. Fantastico Deluxe. So I'm now logged into Fantastico Deluxe, and I'm going to encourage you, if you don't already have a hosting company, if you're already hosting with somebody else and they don't offer something as neat as Fantastico or anything like that, you may want to see if it's going to be worth your time to invest in another hosting company, just because this option makes it so much simpler for you as far as point and click installation. So it makes it very, very easy for you. So inside Fantastico, you're going to look on the left hand side. It's going to be under the category of customer relationship. Now, if you remember how we set up WordPress, you'll remember that right there. You can just go to WordPress and just install that way. But we're going to go to customer relationship right here. And I'm just going to plug in OS Ticket. We're just going to push OS Ticket right here, and it's going to bring up, the OS Ticket support system logo, so you know what it is. And you're simply going to choose new installation, and it's going to ask you where you want to install it. In most cases, you are going to install it on your main domain name that you have hosted with your hosting company. So in this case, we're going to install on the domain, which would be yourdomain.com, for example. This one's just imtechtrainingcourse.com, just as an example. And we will install this into the directory called support. So we're going to install this into the directory called support. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's typically where I would recommend you put your support directory, is just in a directory called support. So just put install in directory and then put support. And basically, you're just going to put in the name only. You don't need to put in a slash or anything like that. You're just going to put in the name only. So that means in order to get to your support desk, your customers would go to yourdomain.com/support. So it's going to be very simple, for them to go in and do that. Now, the administrator username, this is typically just going to be admin. You could call it whatever you want, whatever name you're used to using. J Smith, 123, whatever username you're used to using. But typically you can just go with admin, ADMIN. And then password, just put in your password of choice here. And we're just going to use that for this particular example. And then your admin email, this will just be your email, whatever that is. So it's, your name at gmail.com, your name at yourdomain.com, whatever your email is, because it's going to email you, your information on occasion. So now you're going to pick Install OS Ticket. Once you've actually clicked on Install OS Ticket, it's going to verify everything, and you're going to choose Finish Installation. And you'll see that in just a matter of seconds here, our support desk was actually already set up, and ready to go. So you can see here, this is what your support desk is going to look like to your customers just by clicking on that. Welcome to the support center. This is it right here. And this is just the basic setup, which is really enough to get you by when you're starting out. It's plenty to get you going. So it's going to be very easy. Your customers just click on open ticket and they can contact you and get the process rolling to keep in touch with you. So this other option, it's going to say the URL to the admin area is going to be called yourdomain.com/support/SCP. S as in Sam, C as in cat, P as in papaya. So there you go. SCP, so support/SCP. And you are going to go ahead and just put in your admin username, or your username that you set up. Oops, I put in the wrong information. So there is where we're at now. We are now logged into our support desk. So what you're going to see here is basically, it's going to basically be a fake ticket from them, that says this has been installed and all this kind of stuff. This is where all your support tickets are going to come in. Whenever you log in, your support desk tickets will be found right on in here. In fact, I'll actually go over there and we'll open a pretend support ticket just to see how it's going to work. Oops. We need to put in that domain name correctly. And now we're going to choose, open new ticket, and we'll put in an email address, phone number if you want one. You don't have to. Most of the time, people aren't going to respond, by telephone. But you could put it in there anyway. You can give your customers the option in case there's something where you just want to pick up the phone and talk to them. Notice that OS Ticket does not make that field required for your customers, and then they can pick if it's support or a billing issue. And then the subject, I need help. Thank you. And you hope your customers tell you more than just I need help, but you'd be surprised. But go ahead and just click on Submit Ticket. Now it's going to say, John Smith, thank you for contacting us. A support request has been created and a representative will be getting back to you shortly. The great thing about this software is that it automatically emails the customers whatever email address they put in and gives them a number, plus it gives them tracking ID and access to, hey, how do they check if a response has been made. And once you make a response, it will also automatically email them as well to let them let you know that the response has been taken care of. So very, very cool, and how that process works. Now if we come back here and refresh, we should see that new ticket showing up. So there it is. This is a test question from John Smith. All you have to do is click on the subject of it, and you'll notice the question here, I need help, thank you. And now you're going to go ahead and just plug in your information here. Hello, John. I am happy to assist you. Thank you, Susie Q. Okay. And then you're going to just go ahead and choose close on reply and click on post reply, and that's going to close that ticket out. Now if for some reason it was an issue where you needed more clarification, where they just said I need help, you could have said, dear whoever, I'd be happy to help you, but if you could please be more specific, then you could answer them, and that would actually keep that ticket open still. But you can always go back here to where it says close tickets, and you can just click over here and actually select reopen, and it's going to say, okay, do you want to reopen that ticket? And sure, so it's reopened, and you could go ahead and reply and add more details if you wanted to. So again, the process is very, very simple, for you to do this. You're basically, it gives you a lot of different possibilities back here, but the basics here is just you post a reply, to your customer's needs, whatever that might be. You could also post an internal note, right on in here by just choosing post internal note. That would actually just go on the ticket, so you could say, hey, he's having a hard time with this, or whatever, and maybe see if somebody else can help you. Let's say that you have a support and a billing department set up, which I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. You could actually transfer this to the billing and department. And I mean, this software is very slick because it's set up if you have a large company, and it also works great if you're outsourcing your support, which is something a lot of marketers are doing nowadays. But if you ever choose to outsource your support, this tool makes it very possible for you to send it over. Maybe you're so big that you have two people doing your support. So you have somebody doing billing and somebody else doing, regular maintenance or whatever. You could actually just transfer it to the billing department and just click on transfer, and they would take care of the refund or whatever the issue is. You could also assign to a particular staff. You could pick a staff member. In most cases, it's just going to be you, so you don't need to worry about this. But as I'll show you here, you can actually set up a staff member. So again, if you're maybe outsourcing to a stay-at-home mother or father, across the country or wherever you live, you could just, put this in there, and that would send it right on over to them, instead of to you. So there's certain things you can do, as far as managing this and make this as big as you want to. That's the beauty of, this wonderful software. So if you go here, you'll see on open tickets over here. Again, you can come over here anytime, if you decided, okay, this one's ready to be closed, and you can just click on close. It's best, you also have the option to delete a support ticket, but in most cases you oftentimes just want to close them in case, for example, you need to reopen it, or if you need it for customer verification. You might have somebody that's angry because they go, they claim that you never respond to them, and you can easily go over here to close tickets and say, hey, on at 9/15/2010 at this time I responded with this question, with this answer, or something like that. The last response, it'll say what time it came through at, the IP address it came from, all that information, so you can really track things very, very well within here. Now, one of the things you've got up here is you've got an admin panel inside your support desk. An admin panel basically has several different options in here inside inside the admin panel. It's got a dashboard where you can actually, it'll let you know about like when OS Ticket was upgraded or installed, which that's easy to do from Fantastico. They'll actually assist you in doing any upgrades if you need to. But most of the time, OS Ticket stays pretty, is pretty much, in good shape. You've got a settings feature right here. This part is basically just going to give you different settings. You could put a help desk title name. You could call it, your name support right up here. And you can choose from different templates. In most cases, just the default template's all you need. Default department would just be support department. And you can change any of these settings. There's actually quite a few different things that you can change and play around with if you want. So we'll go ahead and click on Save Changes there. Next thing you want to do, you can see emails over here. Basically what this will do within here is the email section will actually allow you to it'll email auto response messages to your customers. So basically messages just say, hey, your ticket's been sent, and this is where it will actually come through from, if you are going to set this stuff up. So that's what's under email. Now, help topics, it depends on how big you are, but a lot of people have multiple topics. They'll have a billing department, they'll have a support department for regular product support. Some marketers that have multiple products, it's easier for them just to put in different topics. If you have like a joint venture section to handle joint venture requests, then you could put this in there, joint ventures, and you're just going to make that active. Select priority, that would just be normal, and new ticket department, just put it in the default section. Okay, so that would be like the basic support center there. So you'll notice here now when your customers contact you, they could now select joint ventures if they wanted to, or they could go with support. And the next option here is staff. This is where you could actually add people. All you have to do is go to staff and then choose add new user. And again, this is all found under the admin panel. And just select add new user. Inside here you can pick their username. So you could go Sally Q. Select your department that they want to be a part of. They could just be a staff member. You could put in their name. Put in the email address. And then you could put in their phone number if you wanted to. You could also do a custom signature for this individual, so that every time they respond to a ticket, it's going to give them a signature. And then you can pick what kind of activities they can do. If you make it staff, it's going to limit. And basically, if you make them an admin, then they can also add people and change them around. So if you're just hiring somebody, it's probably best to just make them a staff. And you can also do things like staff on vacation mode, and it will actually not automatically give people tickets and things like that. But once you do that, then you've got your staff all set up, and you can obviously change their password as well. And you don't have to require a change password, but you could. So basically that would mean you could set up a temporary password called password123 and then require them to change it after they log in. So that's one of the other great features of this support desk is you can have multiple people to assist you here. Now, one other section that you've got complete departments. If you wanted to, like entire departments that you could actually assign people to. Most people are just going to have one, or you're going to have support and billing. And what that does, even if you're by yourself, it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. Just so you can easily, quickly, and efficiently, sort through different things like, hey, this is related to billing. This is related to supporting a product. Different things. As you get bigger, you can grow with that. Obviously, if you want, you can come on in here and just take out different departments. Like I could delete the billing department altogether if we wanted to, and just make it support only. Now, if you click up on Staff Panel, that's going to get you back to the regular staff window. Um, Inside here, you've got a My Preferences setting. This is how it basically is going to display for you or for your particular staff members that you have. In this situation, you can pick 25 tickets per page, 50 per page, anything like that. You can change your password. You could actually come in here under Profile, and you could add in a customer signature, so you could just say, sincerely or regards, and then your name, your email, whatever that is, or thank you, your name, your email. And that means every time, it's going to save you time because you don't have to automatically, sign, regards, your name, thank you, your name, all that. Just automatically, it's going to add it to every single ticket that you do. So another very neat software that you could be using. You can also, one other feature that you can do back here is you've got a knowledge base here, and you can actually set up in here and create pre-made replies. So it's going to give you some pre-made replies that basically, as you're answering tickets, if you find that there's a question that you're always asked, like especially after you've done a product launch or something, the biggest question you're always asked is, where's my download page? Even though they verified their email or whatever, people get lost, or they forget, or they get confused, or they lose their download page. So it's just really easy to go over knowledge base, which is under the staff panel, knowledge base, and then just choose new pre-made reply. And we're going to go ahead and plug in whatever the case might be. So we're just going to plug in, need download link. That's what we'll call it. And this is going to be a note for you. The status will make that active, and this would affect all departments. And we'll just put in here, hello. Thank you for your business. Here, sorry for the troubles. Here is your download link. Okay, and then you can put in here if you need anything else. Okay, so that is going to be the pre-made reply. So go ahead and click on Submit. And what you're going to see here now, if I were in here answering a support ticket and I came down here and I wanted to use a canned response that was already created, I just plugged that in there and it automatically filled it in. And so what's great about it is, let's say somebody needs a download link plus they need something else. You could say, okay, you can still come in here and modify this, so you could say, take that and then just plug in, as for your other issue, here is the solution, whatever it is. You can type that in. If it's just, hey, I need my download link, you don't have to modify that at all. You just go in here, boom, click on post reply, and you could choose to close it or not close it. So we'll just close that one out. Click on, close that ticket out, and there you go. So that's going to go ahead and close that ticket out. So there you have it. That's how you can go through the process of working in your support desk. It's very simple. It gives you lots of flexibility. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier. And so, definitely recommended OS Ticket. It's a free support desk software. So now we're going to go ahead and jump on over from support desk here, which is very important to your business, to how do you actually set up a joint venture page so you can get more traffic and so you can actually set up your product correctly. So we're going to set up how to set up a very basic joint venture page. So for starters, I want to show you a little bit about what a lot of these joint venture type pages look like. And we're going to head on over to ClickBank here and actually browse around the ClickBank marketplace real quick, just so you can see the process of setting up an affiliate page so you can visualize what it's going to look like. So if we come in here, let's just pick a niche market. Let's just say health and fitness. And every joint venture page is going to be slightly different. But if we come down here and let's find one to work with here. So we come down here, the Diet Solution Program. So this is a very basic affiliate sign up page. And they actually have a newsletter, affiliate page. They have a marketing tool section. And they actually give their customers some information, so that's what one, they're using like a blog format, but we'll find a different one to work with here. I just want to show you, just some few different examples. They're all very many different variables out here. So here's a very popular product. So this is actually going, if you put in this information, they will actually give you, basically they just, they have a lot of things, the #1 rated abs program on the market, 75% commission on every sale. You just put in your first name and your email, and they will actually give you access as an affiliate. So that is, one of the options there. And really you can just go through ClickBank, and look through some of these. So some of these are using like a blog format. Some of these aren't using any sign up. Some of them basically just allow you to log in and go through the process. Some of them ask for more information than others. And for existing affiliates, this is where I want to show you guys. So here's a very basic page. It's just a very standard page here, and the great thing about it, it really actually gives people some tools to use. And so you're basically just going to have a page. It's a one page that'll have like some sample emails and some information to get people excited, about your affiliate program, in order to promote it. So you just want to start off with the very basic one, and you can come on in here. And this is kind of an example here. Notice how on their affiliate page they give you access to what you need. They've got their ClickBank link, which is very important. Basically with ClickBank, which in most cases a lot of you are going to be using ClickBank out there, what you need to give your affiliate is basically something like this. It's just HTTP :// your ID, your affiliate ID, so they know that that's where they put in their ID, dot, and then it's going to be the name of the or the vendor, meaning whoever's creating it's going to be their nickname, .hop.clickbank.net. Every single ClickBank link will follow this format, and this is the kind of link you want to give your customer. So all they have to do is just plug in their affiliate ID, and they're off to the races. So you want to give your customers the two most important elements. And so I'm going to set up a very simple affiliate landing page, but I wanted you to see a few examples. And of course, if you need more, just go to the ClickBank Marketplace. But your affiliate sign up page is really not much different than a squeeze page, and it's not going to be a whole lot different than, it's not going to be a whole lot different than having a squeeze page, and it's not going to be a whole lot different than, just having, a regular, affiliate area. So you need to have a squeeze page, and like if you know how to set up a sales page or a download page, this process is going to be very, very simple. But I'm going to assume you aren't sure how to do those things yet. So we're just going to use Composer to do this. And Composer is that free software that I talked about that you can actually download and use. And again, if you've followed technical training like this and you know how to set up your download page, you've probably worked with Composer or some HTML editor. It works for download pages, squeeze pages, sales pages, the whole 9 yards. So if you know how to set up those things, this part should be a very simple piece of cake. You know, it should be very, very simple. So what I recommend you do here is you just basically come on over, and we're just going to start off here, you know, by putting in something, you know, like we're just going to center the information here inside this text. We're just going to basically center the data here, and we're going to say, you know, high converting or high paying, whatever it is, or earn. You just want to do something that's going to draw on the affiliate. So earn 75% commission or 50% commission, whatever it is. Earn 50% commission on high end, and then you can do whatever kind of product on high end dog training course or high end golf swing training, whatever the course is. Earn 50% commission on high end golf swing training program. Now again, inside of this, you really want to highlight this since it is a headline. You know, with any kind of headline, no matter what it's for, you want to make it stand out. So to do that, all I did here to make it larger, and Composer makes this so simple, is I just highlighted the text and we click on that, you know, to make it bigger for us. And if you want to add features like bolding or italics to it, you could do that just like if you're using Microsoft Word. And let's say we want to change the font here. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to come down here. We're going to pick like an Arial font. And if you want to make that a red font so it really sticks out, you can go ahead and click on, you know, the red font right here. Earn 50% commission on high-end golf swing training program. And we're just going to put another enter key so it stands out there. So this is a good strong headline. You could add something like, you know, make it italics to really make it stick out. You could add some quotes around it, whatever you want to do. And you can come in here and talk a little bit about your program. So we're just going to plug in some data here about it. And we'll just keep that centered. We can just plug in basic information, you know. So learn. So you just want a section here that's going to, you know, highlight your product. Highlight / showcase your product. And so this could include like your product image, you know, so like your e-cover graphic could go here. If you have one, you don't have to have one, of course. So highlight, showcase your product, maybe highlight how affiliates get paid if it's, you know, on the first level, if you've got a monthly on the back end, however it is, if you got one-time offers, maybe make sure you highlight all the different ways they get paid. If it's a front-end offer, you know, encourage them and tell them why your product's going to convert, why your product's better than the rest, whatever the case might be. But you really just want a basic page that you can send people to so they can sign up and be an affiliate for you, and all that. Okay, and then you just want to give them like their affiliate link. Now, as far as affiliate link section goes, and I'm gonna clean this part up a little bit, but as far as the affiliate link section goes, you really want to make sure you give them just how to sign up for it. So if it's on ClickBank, make sure you give them a link to ClickBank. If it is on pay.com, which is Mike Filsame's product, pay.com.com, you could actually go and just have a sign up link for pay.com right there. If your affiliate program is set up through One Shopping Cart or some other major shopping cart company, then you need to make sure you include a link there for them to sign up to grab their affiliate link. So make sure they know how to get their affiliate link. That's so important. But we're going to assume that you're using ClickBank here. That you don't have to be using ClickBank. You could be using iDev affiliate. You could be using One Shopping Cart. You could be using Infusionsoft, Pay.com. No matter what it is, you need to basically give your affiliates, either the affiliate link or tell them how to get their affiliate link. So if, for example, you're using like one shopping cart, it may not be as simple as giving them a link and say insert your ID here. You're going to need to say go to this link and sign up and grab your affiliate link, from inside there. So that's how you would do that process. You don't have to use an Aweber opt-in form on your affiliate landing page. Do I recommend it? Yes, because it's a lot easier to keep up with your affiliates. It's great. Also, you obviously don't want to promote to your affiliates, but you also, when you release a new product, or maybe you release a second version, or maybe your product has launched and it's converting at 11 or 12%, which is unheard of, which is a great conversion, and you're excited, you want to tell your affiliates, hey, we're seeing 11 to 12% conversions, and be honest about it too, but hey, we're seeing 11 or 12% conversions in this product. Make sure you get in on this. If you haven't mailed out yet, encourage them to mail out. Maybe you're running a contest. Give them contest details on here, um, details or bonuses. Give your affiliates bonuses and things like that, that they're going to need, to make this happen. So your affiliate page, I'm really just showing you guys kind of a rough idea, of kind of layout of what it's going to look like. So we're just going to change that font here. We'll go with Arial and maybe give them a few bullet points. Maybe tell them why they need to be pushing your product, whatever the case might be here. And this again is just a very basic page. Obviously, you could grab, like a very basic like sales page template if you really wanted to, and just use this. It's kind of like your sales page as a like take a sales page template, strip out all the content, and then just format, in this content. So if you already have like a sales page already created, I would recommend you take that sales page, strip out all the content, and then start typing in your affiliate information because it's already going to be pre-formatted. What I'm showing you here is just a joint venture page that's straight out of the box using Composer, from start to finish. This kind of a page here, it's very simple, it's very basic, it's not flashy, it's got nothing major about it, but it's going to get the job done. And I'll show you one other element that you can add to it. We'll show you two other elements on how to insert your Aweber. Plus I'll show you how to include like a video if you wanted to offer a video to entice your affiliates to promote, or to really stand out from the pack. That's going to be very, very important. So we're going to go ahead and format this, and then we're going to put in your eCover graphic. Could go here, whatever you want to add there. Highlight how they get paid, compensation plan. That's important. Then you want to have your affiliate link, obviously, which can just be, like your ClickBank hop link, for example. And again, that's just going to be like, you're going to tell them your ID or your affiliate ID. It's going to be your vendor name that goes there. Obviously, you're not going to use any of these, this example here. But it's going to, and you want to highlight that link so it really sticks out too. It's always wise to make sure that's bold and that it really sticks out for them so they know how to grab that link since that's so important. Contest details or bonuses, and then you can have your promo materials down here. And again, you can come through here, and bold these sections and underline them if you really want them to stick out. And again, I'm just using the top here, just like if you're using Microsoft Word. B is for bold, U is for underline, and that's how great Composer really is. It makes it very simple for you to create these little headlines in here. And for font, you can just go to Format and then pick your font, whatever you want it to do. And as far as your like a promo email, you could always just type in whatever it is. Hello, this is your promo, and it might be best to like left justify that, and you can call it like swipe email 1. put in the affiliate link here, and then come down, swipe email 2, swipe email 3, etc., etc. So you can go on and on. But basically, this is just your basic affiliate page. We're not trying to do anything, flashy here. You might want to give your customers a subject line they can use, or your affiliates. So subject, and grab this offer now. So you just want to give them all the tools they need to make this happen. It doesn't have to be flashy. Um, it doesn't have to be fancy. It just needs to get the job done, which is to get people to promote your product ultimately. Am I saying that you want to have a subpar page? No, but it's better to have something than nothing for your affiliates to push for you, especially when you're starting out. So you don't need anything spectacular here. You know, check out this deal right now. Obviously, you want your messages to be longer than this, but this is just an example here. So again, we're just typing around here, and I'm just going to stop at swipe number 2 here since you get the idea, and then we'll add in a couple more variables onto this page, to really make it stand out. And then your affiliates can just, insert their name and anything like that. So we'll format that font, and we'll call it Arial font here, and you can make that stand out, bold. All right, so now we've got our page. So we're ready to go ahead and save this. So I'm going to go ahead and save this page right now. You can just click the save button, and you can call this, JV sign up if you want to. You could call this whatever your niche is. You could say golf swing affiliate program if you wanted to, and that's kind of a neat way to get yourself ranked in the search engines by titling your page with keywords related to your product and then the word like affiliate program after, because you never know what kind of bloggers and affiliates out there might actually be going to Google looking for an affiliate program. So I have no problem getting my joint venture page to rank in the search engines. So we'll go ahead and click on OK here, and what you're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and save this. So we'll just call this under file name. We want to call this page JV. So we're just going to create a new page here, JV page. We're just going to call this, JV if you want to. You could call it index if you want to, and then put it into a JV folder. However you want to do that. So we're actually going to just call this index, and I'm going to put it into a JV folder, and I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to call this an index page so that it's going to be yourdomain.com/JV. So it's really easy for them to remember. So we're just going to call this index.html or .htm, however you want to do that. And now what we need to do is go ahead and open up FileZilla, and we're going to need to take this file that we just worked on creating, and we need to actually put it onto our hosting account. So we got our file here inside FileZilla. Now again, for those wondering, FileZilla is a program that allows you to transfer files from your computer to your web hosting company, whoever that might be. If this is the first time you've loaded up FileZilla, I'll go through this process once, but there's other training that also covers this. Inside FileZilla here, it's going to ask for a host name, a username, and a password. So again, you've got a host name, a username, and a password. So I'm going to just put in your host name is typically going to be like your domain. Username would be what you log into your control panel with in most cases. And the password is the same password you use to get into your control panel. You could also come up here to where it says Site Manager, and you could just pick New Site and just plug in your site details. Plug in the username, the password, and you want to choose Normal, and then you put in your username and password. So click on New Site, select Normal from this drop-down menu. The host is going to be like the main domain on that account, whatever you like registered, whatever domain's registered to get that account. And then you're going to click on Logon Type as normal, username and password, and go ahead and click on OK. So I'm going to just scroll down here, and just select that, because every time I log into this, I've already filled in that data, so it already pops up here. Now, inside your hosting company, you're going to see something called public HTML typically when you first log in. That's where you're going to do most of your work. Now, inside of here, I've already got folders created. You'll notice here I've got my support desk files all in here. Remember, we set up the support desk earlier in this training. That's already in here. We've got a WordPress installed on here. But we need to create a new folder called JV, because we want this to go to yourdomain.com/JV. And we know that folders inside your domain, basically will create, / and then that folder name. So we're going to type in here, right click and choose create directory. And we're going to go ahead and type in here JV, because we're just for joint venture. So it's really easy for them to remember. And all you need to do is come up here to where it says JV, just double click, and then we're going to navigate on our computer to where this file is located that we just created. So you notice the left hand side is on my computer, right hand side is my hosting company, and I'm just going to double click on this file and upload it, or I could right click on this file and upload it as well. Now we can go on over here and we're going to pick our domain name. So I'm just going to plug in the domain that we're using. And again, this JV page is very good, for getting joint venture partners signed up. This page, it's nothing to shout home about, I'll be honest, but you could envision if you had an e-cover graphic here, that would look nice. If you had a bunch of bullet points, and if you had some write-up, a paragraph or two about your product, you had a section on how they get paid, you have their affiliate link here, you have details on your contest, and then you have your promo materials. That's really all they need, so all they have to do is come in here and say, okay, I want to promote this product. Boom, grab that, open up their email program, paste it in, and it's off to the races. They can make commissions for themselves, make you quite a few sales, build your list, all that good stuff. So this is a great opportunity, to approach people. So it's a very simple, basic page. Now it's found in the folder JV, and that's because we called it index, and it's important that you name it index if you want to create the file called JV. You could also name it, jv.html if you want, but if you did that, it's going to have to be jv.html in order for it to show up, which in this case it's not, so it just goes straight over to our WordPress blog here as file not found. So this is your basic JV page. Now, there is one other thing with your JV page that we'll cover here in just a moment, but you can actually run your entire joint venture program as far as your swipe emails, everything from a blog as well. And so you can actually go into Fantastico or Simple Scripts if you're using Bluehost and set up an actual blog very quickly for joint ventures. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. But one of the first things we do, we want to add a video on here. We just want to add on a video that's going to attract people. So in order to do a video to really, kind of stand out and draw it together, you can actually use a webcam if you're using a laptop, and you could just record a short message from yourself if you really wanted to. Just a very short message. You could go out there, talk about your product, welcome them to the page, tell them you're excited to have them there, and then you could go ahead and, just use that, talk to your customers. On your webcam, act excited, talk about your product, and then once you're done with that video, it's really easy if you're using like a webcam, you could actually upload it to YouTube. Now in this particular course, we're not showing how to create videos, but I'll give you another idea here of tools you can use. You can actually go on over here to Google and just do a search for a product called Cam Studio, or another one that's called Jing. Cam Studio is actually a free screen capture software, and what you can do is if you have PowerPoint, or if you don't have PowerPoint, there's also a free software that's like PowerPoint called OpenOffice, but you can actually download this and record activity that's going on your computer screen. You could use this free tool that's open source, again, called Cam Studio, and it will actually give you it's a free streaming video software basically that lets you stream, show people videos that's live from your computer. What's great about it with Cam Studio is that you could record like a PowerPoint presentation that highlights your affiliate program. So it could highlight how they get paid, it could highlight your product, and basically the ease of promotion, and then you can highlight all those details in a short video, then post that onto the Joint Venture blog or Joint Venture sign up page very quickly by using like YouTube to embed that. Now that's Cam Studio. The other software I mentioned is Jing. It's Jing. Jing, and both of those are free, and they basically let you record real short. They're great for 3 to 4 minute type videos. You don't need this to be long. Anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes is going to be plenty to make that happen. So that is Jing for you. It's made by the creators of TechSmith, or by TechSmith, who actually have created Camtasia, which is a more expensive version. It's a much more expensive software for doing screen captures, but it's also a very beneficial, profitable software. But if you don't want to invest in Camtasia, you could use Jing, or you could go ahead and use Cam Studio and just record what's on your screen. I'll point out that Jing also works with the Mac computer also. Now, the software, if you do not have PowerPoint, you can go out to Google, type in OpenOffice, and they have a version of OpenOffice for both Macs and PC, and you can actually quickly create a short bullet point style presentation, and you can go through the process here with this bullet point presentation of highlighting again your affiliate program, record it with this software, and then upload it to YouTube. They make it really easy. Now again, this is not a video creation class right now. That's for later in the tech training. But if you have questions on that, you can contact somebody and they can direct you for a nice video, or you can go to YouTube even and find some tutorials. Which that brings me to the next point. I'm going to go over here to YouTube and actually show you how to embed this video onto your affiliate page once you have it set up. So if we come over here, I'm just going to type in Joint Ventures, and we're just going to see what kind of video we can grab. We could also type in, let's just say, Golf Joint Venture if we want to. Or let's try a different idea. Let's just find any old video. Alright, here's a short little video we should be able to embed. So once you get your video up, you're just going to log in to your account here, and you're basically going to just log into your YouTube account and click on upload, or go to youtube.com and click on upload, and they'll take you through the process of setting it up. You just need to find your video, and at the bottom here of your video, you're going to come down here and scroll on down here. They have a lot of text here. So we're going to come down here to where it says embed, which is going to be below the text section right down here. And you're just going to grab this text here and copy and paste it on in here. So we're just going to plug in this information, and you can uncheck include related videos. We don't want to bother with that. So copy all that code, and we're going to go back over here to Composer and go to source code. And the source code is going to look crazy to you, but what you need to look for is just look for key phrases, just so you kind of remember where you're positioned at. And you'll see here it'll say Golf Swing Training Program, and what you want to do is center this video. So what I recommend is you, on your keyboard next to the letter M, you've got a arrow to the left, and just type in the word center, and then paste in this code. And at the end of that code, you'll do the same thing. You'll do arrow to the left, type in the word center, and before the word center though, at the end, you're going to do a /, and you're going to do the little arrow to the right just to kind of help center it out there. You'll notice that right there. And you're just going to go ahead and embed that and hit save. And we're just going to upload that just for an example here. And we'll go over here to our affiliate program page, and you'll notice here you've got your video that you have set up here. So people come to this page, they can play your short little video, and notice that brings a lot out with your affiliate page. I mean, it makes your affiliate page really stick out, and look like a really nice professional looking joint venture page, honestly. So that's how you embed your video. You're just gonna, record your video. Again, if you have questions on recording a video, there's gonna be other trainings related to that. You just need to come over here to YouTube, click on embed at the bottom of all the text down here. Click on embed, and then just copy this code and paste it right on in there, into the source code, which is found down here of, your HTML page. Now again, this is not a course. Again, just like with video marketing, it's not a course on using Aweber, but I do want to show you how to insert your Aweber code real quick. There's other courses that have been done on squeeze pages and Aweber, but this is just so you can kind of see how this is going to work in relation to your joint venture page. And this again is only if you decide you're going to use Aweber to track your affiliates for you. If you are using like One Shopping Cart or Infusionsoft, most of the time they already have it built in so that you can mass email your affiliates. But if you're using something more common like ClickBank or Pay.com, it's highly advisable that you track your affiliates somehow. So that's what we're going to do here. So what we're going to do here now is just come over here, and we're just going to go to web forms. We're just going to pretend, that this squeeze page here is one we want to use. Looks like we better log back in here. So inside here, we'll just go ahead and click on publish for this form here. And what you're going to do here is choose I will install my form, and just grab the JavaScript code right here. So just copy this, and you can obviously create a new form, by design and everything. We'll just add a new field here. So you could call it ClickBank username if you want it. But in most cases, just a name and an email will be sufficient. So it is just going to be text input, and hit OK. You don't have to have that either. We're just going to go with name and email, and we're just going to go to Save Web Form and go to step 2, and we'll call this JV sign up example. And the thank you page, obviously you could send them straight through to the standard thank you page. You could send them a page that says thanks for signing up. I recommend that you set them basically that you choose the option stay on current page. Quite honestly, I recommend you go with that route, just because what's going to happen, I don't recommend this if you're doing a regular squeeze page, but you want them to almost stay on the current page after they sign up, just mainly because when you're doing a joint venture, you don't want them to have to jump through a bunch of hoops. You want them to stay on that page so they can go ahead and grab whatever affiliate code it is. Now, for example, you're not putting your affiliate links and all that details until after they opt in, which is fine. Just make sure your thank you page, you choose custom thank you page, and you send them straight to the URL where they can access their affiliate pages and links and stuff like that. So I'm just going to choose stay on current page. We'll choose go to step 3, and now we're just going to choose save web form. And obviously you would want to go here to create and manage list, and you're going to want to create a JV page. But we're just going to go ahead and plug in this code here. Just like with YouTube, you're just going to go here to the source section, and we're going to actually install this right below the YouTube video. So we're just going to do that right below the YouTube video here. And so I'm going to create another little section. It's going to be arrow to the and we're going to do what's called a break in here. So it's going to be arrow to the left, the phrase BR, which stands for break, and then an arrow to the right. And this is just very basic HTML code in case you're wondering what it is. It looks more complicated than it is, but once you get the hang of it, a little arrow to the left, the word, arrow to the right, it's going to be very simple for you to set that up. So we're just going to put in that information here. And you'll notice now we'll just hit the save button. We'll upload this page one more time. Now we'll come back over here. We'll refresh this page. And now we'll have a form here where they can sign up as an affiliate now. So now you've got your headline that tracks them. You got your short little video that you embedded with YouTube. You got their sign up link. They put in their name and email. Let's just type that in, John Smith, jsmith123 at yourdomain.com, whatever it is. They sign up. It's just going to redirect them right back to this page so that they can scroll on down and grab their affiliate link and promote that product for you. So this is how you do a basic joint venture page. Now sometimes you've seen this done with blogs, and so I'm going to show you how to go about that process of using this for blogs. So we're going to go to our cPanel again, and we're going to use this for a blog. We're going to set up our joint venture page on a blog. So I'm not going to go through how to set up all this stuff again. Just want to show you quickly how to set up that blog and how it's going to look, because you've probably seen this before yourself. So we're just going to go to IMTech, just go to ourdomain.com, and we're going to log into our cPanel. So again, if you're on Bluehost or other hosting companies, you sometimes just go to their hosting company and log into your cPanel. So however you get to your cPanel, that's what we're going to do now. We're already logged in here, so I'm going to come down here and choose Fantastico this time. And we're going to go with WordPress right up here under blogs. It's going to be under blogs. We're going to choose WordPress. And I'm going to select new installation. And where it says install on domain, you want to pick whatever your domain name is related to that product. And I'm going to call this JV blog, or you could just call it JV if that's how you want to run it. A lot of times it's common too to have a normal JV sign up page like this, followed by a JV blog that gives people updates throughout the launch. It updates like the leaderboard, like if you have people promoting for you. Leaderboards, even if you don't have a prize, they encourage people to promote, because a lot of big name marketers will prowl around, not prowl around, but look around these leaderboards and say, hey, that's a big hitter. I want to promote something for them, so they'll promote for me again. It kind of works. It's a great place for people, to network. It's a, kind of a macho thing. I'm better than this person. Male, female marketers, everyone alike wants to be recognized, and so a leaderboard's a great strategy. So we'll just put in our basic, admin. We'll put in our password here. The admin nickname, you can just call admin. Then you've got your email, and now you've got your site name here. So we'll just call this Your Product JV, and then we'll put in install WordPress, and then finish installation. So now we're going to, it's going to tell you, okay, your access information is found at yourdomain.com/jvblog/WP-admin. So that's what I'm going to put in here. So we're just going to log in here real quick. And you can come on in here to post, and this is where you can go ahead and just edit, edit in your post. You could change out the theme if you want to. We'll just delete that one. And we'll do a new post. Just go to add new, special JV opportunity. This is a great JV opportunity. And then you can do your highlights, you could do your sign up link, you can do everything that you actually just did over here if you wanted to. Or you could also run this, and offer new swipes, offer new posts, and all that kind of stuff. So then this is kind of how your blog would look like. And obviously, again, this is not WordPress training. Of course, we just covered JV pages and support desk. But there are other WordPress trainings out there, so you can further modify it. But that's why you sometimes will see when you're doing promotions, it'll say stuff like, a domain /JV blog. That's how they're setting it up, is in Fantastico or Simple Scripts, really simple inside the web hosting company. So you could either do this on a blog if you're more comfortable with WordPress, or you could do it on just a standard affiliate type sign up page. So that's how you can go about that process. So that's all we have right now for this training.